Hey, welcome to Fox. Nope. Welcome to Prelude to Ulysses, the YouTube channel where we learn how to read, where we read stuff. I think we're gonna read the Popol Vuh today, which is a book that is something that we've been reading a little bit. Oh, it's open right here. Oh, it's too fucking long. It's a long one. This Amazon purchase book is of pretty low quality. I'm in the middle of watching Mean Girls, starring Lindsay Lohan, someone I thought was Elizabeth Banks, and some other people. You know, pretty fun. But we're not going to talk about Mean Girls. Hold on. It's nice to get together and all agree that a love for literature is good for your heart and brains. Now, no one can drink literature without a big heaping of chocolate milk. I'm going to try to enunciate better. And coffee. Kofi. The chocolate milk really brings out the flavor of chocolate. So this is Alex reads the Popol Vuh. This is part of the book that fell apart, which is the sacred book of the ancient Chique or Quiche Mayans. The Bible's opening itself. Is this evidence of God? The answer is no. All right. So last time we were on chapter 8. And it ended with, so Zipacna got killed. What happened? Oh, they tricked him with a crab, but there's actually a crab there. So these two guys wanted to kill him. So they made something that looked like a crab and hid it inside of a hole. And then he went to go get it. And the mountain that was on top of the cave hole collapsed on him. So Zipacna's gone. Zipacna was one of the two sons of Vakub Kakix. I can't believe I remembered that. The other one's Calibran, Prince Calibran from another series of books that I know. All right, I'll close it. Hold on. Just kidding, fuckers. To make it worse. Much better. If I put my head there, it's fine. But we won't be doing that. Chapter 9. The third of the arrogant ones, which is Vakub Kakix, Zipacna, and was the second son of Vakub-Kakix, who was called Cabracian, Cabracian, Cabracan. But the A has an accent on it, so I don't know what that means. Cabracan? Cobracan. I demolished the mountains, he said. Does that mean he killed? Okay, actually, this is annoying me. I'm surprised. Okay. All right. Welcome to Polvol, Alex Reads. Popolvol, Alex Reads. In parentheses, the ancient book of the Chike Kichimaya. This is part 1, still chapter 9. So the third of the arrogant ones was the second son, called Cobracan. I demolished the mountains, he said. I'm going to give him a shitty voice. I demolished the mountains. I think it's hard to take you seriously with a hat on. You look just too much like a movie star. I know. Thanks for bringing that up. But Hunapu and Spelunke also defeated Cabracian. Say Cobracan. It's fine. Kublai Huracan cheaply Kakulha and Raksa Kalhuha said to Hunapa and Spelunke. I don't remember who Huracan. So these are two parts of the hurricane heart? I don't remember. They talked to Hunapu and Spelunke. Let the second son of Vakub-Kakix also be defeated. This is our will, for it is not well what they do on earth, exalting their glory, their grandeur, and their power. And it must not be so. Lure him to where the sun rises, said Huracan to the two youths. Man, I wish I paid more attention to stuff. I don't remember who Huracan is. I mean, Huracan was one of the... Gosh, I forgot. And honestly, I've only read like 20 pages of this part. I wish I took notes. The Heart of Heaven. Right? So I think the two dudes just made it. I don't even remember. Just keep talking. Whatever. You'll figure it out as you move along. So lure him to where the sun rises. So they're upset that this dude, who was never mentioned until after the world had been created, after the stick people had been demolished, and the mud people too. So now there's real people, maybe. At least 400 kids that live in a house. Very well, honored sir, they answered. Because what we see is not right. Do you not exist, you who are the peace, you heart of heaven? Hi, Lotus! Oh, damn, girl, you're walking with some strut. Oh, you're so cute. Let's give her a bunch of treats. So the Heart of Heaven, who is the Huracan Chippy Kakulha and Raksa Kakulha, they are parts of the Heart of Heaven, which are part of the main creators, I believe. They are 2 of the 5 main creators. Does that sound good to you? Whatever. Said the boys as they listened to the command of Huracan. Hi, baby, come here. Meanwhile, Cobracan was busy shaking the mountains. Is he the one that killed his brother? Probably. At the gentlest tap of his feet, the large and small mountains opened. Thus the boys found him and asked Cobracan, "Where are you going, young man?" Nowhere. Wait, Nowhere, he answered. Here I am, moving the mountains, and now I am leveling them to the ground forever, he answered. Then Cobra Khan asked Tunapu and Spelunky, what did you come here to do? What did you do? What did you come here for doing stuff? Why are you here? I don't even recognize you. What's your names? Cobra Khan said. We have no names, they answered. We are nothing more. Wait, I missed something. Oh, after he's like, I'm leveling them to the ground forever, he says, as long as there is sun and light. That's what that means. That's what forever means. That's what the translation of forever. Hi, what are you doing down there? Okay, that's fine. The translation of forever is as long as there is sun and light. Because without it, there is nothingness, apparently. We have no names, after he asks who they are. We are nothing more than shooters of blowguns and hunters with bird traps on the mountains. We are poor and we have nothing. Sounds like you have blowguns and traps. We are poor and we have nothing, young man. They talk down to him, not down, but as if he was younger, this person who can destroy mountains. They refer to him as young man. It's kind of weird. We only walk over the large and small mountains, young man. And we have just seen a large mountain over there, where you see the pink sky. It really rises up very high and overlooks the tops of all the hills. So it is that we have not been able to catch even one or two of the birds on it, boy. But is it... Oh, that's a little over-perked. Is it true that you can level all the mountains? Hunahpu and Spelunky asked Cobra Khan. Have you really seen the mountain of which you speak? Where is it? If I see it, I shall demolish it. And where do you see it? Over there it is, where the sun rises, said Hunahpu and Spelunky. They just talk at the same time, like those two girls that take care of Mothra. The two twin girls. Da 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 da. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. Very well, show me the road, he said to the two boys. Oh no, they answered, we must take you between us. One shall go at your left and the other at your right, because we shall have our blowguns. And if there should be birds, we can shoot them. And so they set out happily, trying out their blowguns. But when they shot with them, they did not use the clay pellets in the tube of the blowgun. Instead, they felled the birds only with the puff of air when they shot them. Which surprised Cobra Khan very much. Me too, because it doesn't seem realistic. As this is a very realistic book, I'm confused. Then the boys built a fire and put the birds on it to roast. But they rubbed one of the birds with chalk, or a natural lime cement. Covering it with a white earth soil. We shall give him this, they said, to whet his appetite, with the odor which it gives off. This bird of ours shall be his ruin. As we cover this bird with earth, so we shall bring him down to the earth and bury him in the earth. I don't understand their plan here. Great shall be the wisdom, and bury him in the earth. Great shall be the wisdom of a created being, of a being fashioned when it dawns, where there is light, said the boys. I don't know what's going on. So, first of all, these dudes are on a fucking warpath to kill all cocky fuckfaces. Good for you. They killed Vakub by tricking someone to pull all his teeth out or something crazy. Then they killed Zapakna by going fishing with him, collapsing a mountain on his head. And now they went up to so he talked to Spelunky and Hunahpu somehow got an audience with 2 of the 5 main creators of planet Earth and all life on it. And they're like, you got to kill this fucking guy because he's such a dick. So take him to where the sun rises. So maybe they think it's a flat Earth at this point in this people's history. Too bad we were back at that point in history. The internet has caused people to really believe. Well, maybe they're just louder. I don't even know. People will think the Earth is flat again, for real. There's all sorts of people who think all sorts of weird lies. Maybe I'm one of them. It's hard to tell who you are or what you believe. Or it's hard to tell what's real. You know, we all have biased approaches to research. Every one of us. And I do understand people's point of view of like being like, well, of course. I mean, I can understand where the paranoia comes from of having no understanding of how to research, right? If you look at the internet, it's really confusing to navigate. For me, definitely. Like, everything seems like a lie on the internet. Every book seems like a lie. Every podcast is like a lie in some way. Right? Everything is biased. Everything I say is a partial lie. Just weird to think about it. And so who knows? What lies do you want to believe? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. So they're like, hey, man, we got this mountain. You want to break it? And then he's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And he's like, yeah, we'll show you. You got to like sit between us. And we're going to like kill birds on the way. And they're just like blowing air at these birds. And they're dying. Excuse me. And they're dying. Which is cool. And they put a bunch of chalk on one bird that they're cooking. And this is somehow going to ruin everything. As it is natural for men to wish to eat, so Cobra Khan desires food, said Hunahpu and Spelunky to each other. Meanwhile, the birds were roasting. They were beginning to turn golden brown, and the fat and juice which dripped from them made an appetizing odor. Cobra Khan wanted very much to eat them. They made his mouth water. He yawned, and the saliva and spittle drooled because of the smell which the birds gave off. Then he asked them, what's that you're eating? This smells really savory. Give me like a little piece, he said to them. When they gave a bird to Cobra Khan, the one which would be his ruin, and when he had finished eating it, they set out toward the east, where the great mountain was. But already Cobra Khan's legs and hands were weakening, and he had no strength because of the earth with which the bird he had eaten was rubbed. Okay, so this lime was poisoning. And he could do nothing to the mountain. Neither was it possible to level them. Then the boys tied him. They tied his hands behind him and also tied his neck and his feet together. Then they threw him to the ground where they buried him. In this way, Cobra Khan was overcome by Hunahpu and Spelunky. It would be impossible to tell of all the things they did here on earth. Now we shall tell of the birth of Hunahpu and Spelunky, having first told of the destruction of Vakub and that of Zapakna and Cobra Khan here on earth. Wow, what the fuck was that, man? What the fuck? Whoa. It's not very good. That's okay. You don't have to judge me. You don't have to even talk about that part. All right, done with that. Jesus. I don't know. So, this world was created, right? It's created by these creatures, these people, who knows, who are like pretty out of it, right? They're not a part of this world, really. Maybe they kind of are. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But they created also 3 dudes, Kubka Keeks, Veracruz, and Kubla Khan. And the search for Spock. And they were trying to take credit for everything. And these 2 boys, who are just people, I guess, just human beings, decided to kill these guys. And they did. They slowly killed all of them. And next time, this was a weird one. This was not creative at all. They said, "Hey, man, I hear you like smashing mountains." He's like, "Yeah, sure do. I'll help you. I'll help smash some mountains." And they're like, "That's cool, man. It's really cool. Come on over." And they're like, "Well, we're going to cook these birds real quick." One of them they poisoned with chalk or lime cement. And they poisoned this guy. At which point he was incredibly weak, to the point where he could not move very well, and certainly not in any state to shake a mountaintop. So then they tied his hands together behind his back. Then they tied his legs to his throat and then buried him. That's the kind of shit I do in Red Dead Redemption 3, so who am I to judge, really? Okay, that's about it. Okay, well, I didn't push the button, so let's dig in a little deeper. So I guess it's intriguing that dismantling the concept of the golden calf, as told in the Bible, of worshiping the wrong thing or claiming that you've created. I think those are similar concepts. Of Moses discovering that these people in the Bible had built a golden cow and had built a whole religion around that. I feel like, and then destroyed those people. I feel like that's a similar concept of. I think it's just a literary version of basic hubris that needs to be alleviated early on. So, early on in the creation of this mixed up goofball planet, there are 3 people that are more godlike, because back in the day, maybe there were more magical powers going around. Like some people could build mountains, and some people could whatever, tear apart fucking giant log cabins and help build them and stuff too. And some people could just break mountains, or maybe there's just 3 people like that were of that amount of power. And they, through who knows why, maybe their own confusion caused them to believe that they were the creators. Maybe they were just lying and they knew it. But who they were lying to, I don't know, because they still had mega powers. More than other people, obviously. Because there's other people, they have to be tricked to be destroyed. Remember, Guy Keeks just ripped one of those kids' hands off ASAP? Whatever. These kids, they are what I would assume to be the devout, right? The Levites in the Bible, who are willing to murder for goodness. Now, I find it to be more altruistic in this book because they're paying tribute to all of existence, right? Whereas these guys in the Bible were just kind of killing their neighbors. They killed 3,000 people. I can't get over that part of the Bible. It's fucking nuts, man. The golden calf thing, he abandoned his people to go up on this mountain, and then he goes, oh God, it's so stupid. I hate the Bible's not very fun, man. This book is super fun. Popol Vuh, it's great. It's saving the Bible for me. I was trying to read other things, but I'm kind of burnt out. So I'm reading mostly just the poetry books at this point. That way I don't have to pay attention to anything. I just be brand new every day. This is kind of similar. I should probably read it more often. I pretty much stopped reading Ancient Evenings. What's your point? It's interesting that they both have this concept of false idols. I guess. Is that interesting? I really don't even know. Is that a normal thing? I mean, I think that everything is a false idol. All idols are false. Jesus is a false idol. Muhammad's a false idol. Fucking Buddha. Everybody. Well, Buddha, is known to be a false idol, right? Do they think Buddha's a real person? Siddhartha? I don't know. And the goal is not to be Buddha, but to be Buddha-like, right? Or to, the concept of Buddhism, I think, and I don't know shit, let's be real, is that we can all put our heads in the right space, right? And that space is meditation, meditative, deep thinking, not this reactive bullshit bury people in the ground and fucking murder your neighbors because your boss says so. I don't know, man. I don't know much about. Well, no, the Buddhists are fucking violent as shit, aren't they? Aren't they? Everyone's violent as shit, no matter what the fuck we see. Should I reread the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita? I think I have one of them. I don't have any other books of... Don't read another book, motherfucker. Finish one of these. You are on page 62 of the Bible. You've been reading it for almost a year. Fuck. Oh, God, it's such a bad book. But these false idols have been dealt with in the Popal Vault. At this point, anyways. And I'm kind of excited to learn about who Hunahpu and Spelunky are. What makes them special? Seeing how they were created is probably going to be pretty explanatory of how the rest of the people that exist that are not these like godlike creatures. Should I finish watching Mean Girls? Yeah, I'll play something better. Just get a good riff going. And then sing the word coffee over it. Let's go up here a little bit. No. I want to hear that smack. So let's turn the treble down, maybe? No, treble down. You still hear that smack? Coffee's coming down the gutter. Coffee's coming with some butter. Boom, boo, boo, doo, doo, doo. That was bad. My arm hurts. I hate everything. So, I mean, we've come to the end of a part of Popal Vault, which is kind of sweet, isn't it? Something's occurred, and it's done now. Oh, that's the end of part 1. Oh, shit. Oh, cool. No wonder. Oh, man, that was cool. Okay. So that is the end of an era. Wow. All right. Okay, well, let's maybe... Okay, well, we can, like... That's done with that. We've read... Well, we gave up, actually, at some point, didn't I? Yeah, I gave up on page... In the introduction, I gave up on page 40. So from 40 to 75, I did not finish the introduction. I'm okay with that. So now we're on page 107. Wow. Part 2. It's the first thing I'll see. I don't even need a bookmark. I've read all this part. We could put this inside of the book. All right, actually, so my thoughts so far on the Popal Vault are fucking superb. I don't remember the first couple parts, or most of it, or anything else besides what I just read. But I remember liking it, and that's good. I love you. Bye. Damn it. Come on, man. All right. No, that's not how you do it. Okay, that's good. Oops. That's the one that's out of place, isn't it? That's the important one. That's the where you want to bridge it, huh? Okay. Okay. Instead of saying mean things about yourself, say some nice things. Okay. I liked what I just played. I like creating what seems like, you can pretty much just invent a scale whenever you want. Someone else has probably already done it, but you invent it for yourself, and that's nice. So here's my new one. On the bass line, it's this. That's definitely a normal one, though, right? No, that top. Hmm. That's it. Sounds okay, sure. Congratulations on reading one whole part of the Popol Vuh. Part 3, I think. I don't remember how many parts there are. There are 4 parts in this. You're doing a good job, Alex. Thanks. Okay, Okay, so I'm on page 107. I really started at page 80. And there's like 236 pages. Oh, but I'll probably read the appendix, maybe. I don't know what the fuck anything is. What's the difference between an appendix and an index? I don't... Turn it off!